Morning guys, is your high street like our high street? Look at this. Empty unit, empty unit, empty unit, massive empty unit, another massive empty unit down there which I'm going to go and look at in a minute. The high streets are finished guys. This is a really nice
one shopping centre that has 3 shops. Absolutely, and this is what the economy's doing for us there.
The UK high street is dying and nobody's talking about it. Look how many shops in the UK in 2025 have shut down. I feel like I'm watching The Purge in real time. Like, what the fuck's going on?
Another bank is closing in Podsey this time.
Why are so many UK high street businesses disappearing? Almost every week, another shop or store shuts, leaving empty streets across towns. Let's find out what's really driving the collapse of the UK high street.
The decline of UK high streets.
Affordable stores like Poundland are vanishing fast.
Stone me. It's a strange world we live in when Poundland is closing, isn't it? Look at that. Closed 3 days ago. Up by Motley's. Nothing in it already. That is nuts.
I don't think they've got what I'm looking for. It's a bit barren in here, to say the least.
Hundreds of high street stores are closing due to costs and low footfall.
The UK high street is dying and nobody's talking about it. Look how many shops in the UK in 2025 have shut down. I feel like I'm watching The Purge in real time. Like, what the fuck's going on? River Island have shut multiple stores. The body care shop doesn't even exist anymore. That's gone. Poundland has been shutting stores for years and is still shutting more. Answer Research UK is shut 88 stores. In Santander is closing multiple branches. Quiz is closing multiple stores. Hobbycraft is closing multiple stores. Homebase is closing multiple stores. WH Smith is shutting multiple stores. New Look is continuing to shut stores. And Claire's is closing multiple stores. And when I first saw this, I was like, oh my god, it's because people are shopping online now, and like food is taking over, like in city centres, like people will go to the city centre to like go for a meal with their family. No. Brewdog is closing multiple stores. Gusto's Italian Restaurant is closing multiple stores. Morrison's is shutting over 50 stores. And even Iceland is closing multiple stores.
Claire's closing down after 65 years, and it's sad to see. Walking through these doors, I feel more sad than excited for the 50% off sale. But let me show you what's left. Everything is 50% off, from jewelry to stationery. So many cute items under £10, perfect for Christmas gift. Are you sad to see the stores like these close, or excited for the sale finds? Let me know in the comment section.
Local stores are closing. Could the local council be partly responsible?
How many major high street stores does it take to leave Wolverhampton before this council realises they are single-handedly adding to the demise of this great city? Sort it out.
Are empty units like these taking over your local high street too?
Morning guys, is your high street like our high street? Look at this. Empty unit, empty unit, empty unit, massive empty unit, another massive empty unit down there which I'm going to go and look at in a minute. The high streets are finished guys. This is a really nice like buzzing shopping centre, right? It isn't an outlet centre or anything like that. It's just a normal high street, and all the shops are closed. The only shops that we've got here are like takeaways, coffee shops, discount shops. There's no reason to actually come into town to shop. Have a look at this. Look, if I just turn around here, just walked 50 yards down the road, empty shop, empty shop, empty shop, another empty shop on the corner. If I walk up there, empty shops up there, look, all like you can't see them, but they're more empty shops. And if I go the other side of town, it's crazy. Why would you even come to a place like this to do your shopping? Because the only thing you can actually buy, really, is a coffee, a cake, a takeaway. Mad. It's a mad world. Let me know what your high street's like. Is your high street dying? How are shops meant to make a living when the rates are so high? How are they supposed to trade when you've got things like this? Like we've got WH Smith's pulling out of centres. WH Smith's, look at that, another empty shop there. Here, look, and another one, and another one, and another one. And this, guys, is Bournemouth, a beautiful beach seaside town where it used to be vibrant and buzzing, and now I reckon 1 in every 2 shops is empty.
Right guys, I'm just out in the UK high street and everything down here is completely abandoned. I actually remember when this was a thriving and bustling city, or town actually, and the UK high street is completely destroyed. You just walk around here and you've got gambling shops and vaping shops and all these addictive things, but you've got all the other completely abandoned buildings. Look at these abandoned high streets, man. Look, Londis, abandoned, for sale.
Even charity shops aren't safe, as cancer research shuts UK stores.
So there's been a lot in the news recently about how Cancer Research is closing 88 stores in Britain. Cancer Research are not the only charity shops that are closing. So I really want to talk about this because as someone who is always in the charity shop, I have a few reasons why I think they're closing, but I'd love to open up a discussion as to why we think this is happening and if there's anything we can do about it.
I headed to Cancer Research in Peterhead, and I have to say it was quite expensive. Cancer Research is a funny old shop, isn't it? The superstores seem to be full of bargains, but the high street stores, well, they're pretty spenny. This one had a sale on, so I did buy a top, but only because it was half price. It's very sad as well that they're having to close so many of their stores, with 88 of them shutting their doors by May next year. Do you think prices are the problem?
Online shopping is cheaper. Do you think it's killing the high street?
Okay, so this is why the high street is dying. I just went into a mobile phone shop, accessory shop, to get a new case for my phone. I've looked on Amazon. I can get a case that I want for £2, maybe £2.50. Thought I'd try and pump some money into the high street. I know that retail shops are really struggling. So I went in, asked him if he had a case for my phone. He got a load out, saw one that I liked that I know is £2.50 on Amazon. Loads of other online sites, and I said to him how much, and he replies with hesitation, £10. These things are £2.50 online. So had a quick think. I was like, fuck you, I'm not paying £10 for something that you probably should price at the very most like £6-7. That would be 3 times more than you can get it online. So I just said, oh, okay, so I'll leave it. So as I walk away, straight away, the guy in the shop says to me, oh, do you want it for cheaper? I'm like, no mate, I want it for a price that you've set that is a reasonable, fair price for me to pay when I walk in. So that would be the price that you get the case for, or the product, plus a certain markup which you kind of have in mind, which enables you to make enough money, make a living, but also not screw me. I don't want to walk into a shop in the high street, into a retail outlet, and just basically participate in an eBay style auction where you do dynamic pricing on the fly. Depending on when the customer comes in, you suss them out and then you set a price. There's no prices on anything. This is another example of why the high street is dying. Shopkeepers on the high street basically just shooting themselves in the foot. if you've got a shop, set your prices, make them fair. When people walk in, show the people what the price is. Don't try and rip them off. Don't try and screw them. Don't try and do like auctions in a shop when people come in with dynamic pricing for different people based on how much you think you can get out of them. You know, I have no sympathy for shops and, you know, on the high street that do this. If they're going to complain that they're going out of business and people just shop online, this is why.
Is it me or is Knightsbridge starting to look a little bit cheap, dare I say? I mean, it doesn't help that Harrods is boarded at the moment, but look at this, washed up souvenir shop, empty shops, and then you've got just high street chains that you'd find in a high street in Walsall. No disrespect to Walsall, but it just feels like there is definitely a demise of the high street if Knightsbridge is like this as well.
More banks are closing, making UK high streets even more desolate.
Have you heard? Lloyds Bank on Mitcham High Street is closing. Lloyds is the last remaining high street bank here in Mitcham Town Centre, and closing this vital community resource would be devastating to many local people, especially the most vulnerable.
Another bank is closing in Pudsey this time on the 28th of July. How does the closure affect you? Please let us know in the comments. Joseph Mahay for the Torrum on TikTok.
A massive shopping centre with almost all stores closed. Can it survive?
No, I'm not one for calling places a shithole, but this is a shithole. Look at how many shops is closed down in this place. This is Castledene Shopping Centre in Peterlee, and I've only come here because Specsavers is here for my glasses. I'm literally scared for my life. Watch. You're in for a treat now. Wait till I take you into this place. Boarded up. Boarded up. Boarded up. Boarded up. And this is 1 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday. Boarded up. Boarded up. One shopping centre, there's 3 shops. Absolutely, and this is what the economy's doing for us there. Good old Labour.
So I'm out and about today again in our local high street, which is in Sittingbourne, which is about 9 miles from Maidstone. And now we're into central London. And this is another big building, as you can see. And the retailer here has been here for many years, but closing down. We'll keep an eye on it to see what will come of this. Again, the high streets, suffering, but hopefully we can get more business into the high street and keep these high streets going. But yeah, watch this space to see what we can do. So if you're looking for commercial properties, either to let out or to move your business into, please feel free to give us a call. Thank you. Bye.
More pubs are closing, marking the decline of classic British culture.
Just a few weeks after Brewdog announced the closure of a number of pubs, we've now had another bad news report out about them. Let's drill into the details and see what's going on. Brewdog beers pulled from almost 2,000 pubs across the country. So the Telegraph has said that Brewdog's Punk IPA has been the biggest loss of orders, as the drink has been pulled from 1,980 pubs. That's quite incredible, actually. The Industry Insider told the paper that pubs are now opting for the likes of Camden Town and Beavertown.
Smithfield Market faces closure, an end of an era in London. What do you think is the reason UK high streets are struggling so badly? Can anything be done to save them before more shops close? If you found this video eye-opening, don't forget to like, subscribe and share your thoughts in the comments.